I'm so glad you're here. This is the first lesson in a set of 3 lessons, how to read the tarot for beginners. And we're going to start off this lesson with gathering your resources together. What is it you need to read the tarot? So we have everything ready for lesson 2 when we do our actual reading. Now, if you'd like my free printout tarot card meanings, stay to the end and I'll tell you how to get hold of that. Let's get on with it. Hi, my name's Crystal Starr and I've been reading the tarot now for over 30 years and I'm a professional psychic and tarot reader. If you do want to know more about me, then go to my website starlightworkcircle.com and there's an About Me page there. This is a free mini course in how to read the tarot. If you want the full course, you go to my membership site on my website and you can join in there. I wanted to run this course because the tarot really were the first concrete connection I had with spirit and with spirit guides. It really did lead to so much guidance for my manifestation, so much guidance for my spiritual path, and also it helped with my psychic connection as well. Communicating with your spirit guides in this way really does show the constant love and support that comes to you from spirit. I just want to quickly give you my top tip on learning the tarot. Keep it simple. It can be overwhelming when we start, and there can be so many things that we have to learn and so many things that we have to find out. Keep it simple. Get started and move forwards. As you start moving forwards in your journey, as you start practicing, you'll find out what works best for you and what doesn't. Now, let's have a look at gathering our resources. What are you going to need to read the tarot cards? Well, if you want to grab a piece of paper, write your list down now, or just think of the list in your mind. Now, if you want to have a little bit of time to write your list, why not pause the video now? Well, what's the first thing on your list? I can guarantee it's going to be cards, isn't it? What do you need to read the tarot cards? It's going to be tarot cards, isn't it? Now, I obviously don't know whether you've got your cards already or whether you're looking to buy some cards, but I do want to give you a few pointers if you are looking to buy your cards. When you're buying your tarot cards, go with what you love. You will fall in love with your cards anyway, but when choosing your cards, go with what you love. If you love cats, go with a cat deck. If you love dragons, go with a dragon deck. If you love ancient Egypt, go with the ancient Egyptian set. Another point that I want to make here. When you're buying tarot, if you're looking for tarot cards, there are so many names, so many descriptions out there, it can be very confusing. If you are looking for tarot cards, it's always wise to buy a set that have tarot in them. If they don't have tarot in them, it is very likely that they are not based on the tarot cards. Now, I'm not saying that oracle cards or angel cards are any less valuable or any less helpful. Obviously, I have lots and lots of those as well. But if you're looking for tarot, make sure they have tarot in the title. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of examples here. I bought the book because the cards don't have them written on them. This is my Osho Zen Tarot. It says tarot on them. They are based on the tarot. We know that they are based on the tarot. These are The Answer is Simple Oracle cards. They are Oracle cards. They don't say tarot on them. They are not tarot. Doesn't mean we can't love them, but they are not tarot. I'm going to give you just 2 more examples here. This is my Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. It says tarot on them, so we know that they are based on the tarot. However, my Esther and Jerry Hicks Getting Into the Vortex cards, they don't say oracle. They don't say tarot. We know that they are neither. Doesn't mean that we don't love them, but they are not tarot cards. Now, I'd love to know if you've already got your cards or if you've just bought your cards or you're buying your cards. I'd love to know what cards you get. So please leave a comment below. I will try and respond to all comments left. Now that's the most important thing, that we're going to need to read the cards, isn't it? A set of cards. What did we have written down next? The next most important thing that we're going to need is we're going to have to make a decision if we're reading intuitively or if we're reading through card meaning. Now, I'm not going to cover reading intuitively here. I'm going to do that in a completely different bundle. I'm going to have a psychic development and intuition bundle all on its own that's going to cover reading the cards. In here, we're going to be focusing on card meaning. So if you're reading with a card meaning, you are going to have a card meaning to read from. Most cards these days come with a card meaning in either a book or a booklet. If that comes with it, have a little flick through and see how you feel about it, whether you're happy with it, whether you want to go with that or not. There are obviously lots and lots of books out there as well with card meanings on. However, I'll tell you how to get my free card meaning at the end of this video if you want to use mine. One thing I would suggest though is try and make sure you're as happy as you possibly can be with your card meaning before you start to read the cards. It can be incredibly confusing and set you back in your confidence if you change the meaning drastically, because the energy is already infused in the cards and it can often take a while to change over meanings. It doesn't mean that you can't adapt your meaning as you move forward, but once you choose your card meaning, I would suggest that you try and stick with it. Now, if you do decide to go with my meaning, you'll see that I keep my meanings very short and to the point. This is because it helps you remember the cards. The diversity of the reading comes from the placement of the cards together and also the spread that you use. I'll be covering that in my bundle on my membership site, How to Read the Tarot for Beginners. You'll also notice that I don't use reverse cards. Reverse cards are obviously when the card comes out upside down. I don't like using reverse cards. A lot of people do, in fact most people do, but I don't like to use reverse cards. It's up to you whether you choose to use reverse cards or not. Now, is there anything else you wrote down on your list of things you need? Well, I'm very big into card care. And in fact, the first person who ever taught me to read the tarot cards said to me when we were first learning to read the cards, I wish I'd taken better care of my cards. And I took that to heart. You really do fall in love with your cards, and it's so hard to just replace them. Now, most cards these days come in these beautiful sturdy little boxes. You can keep them in there. I personally like to keep mine in a scarf or a head scarf or any piece of material really. As you can see, I like black. Black is for protection, so I go with black. This is just a cotton head scarf. Fold it up and you can wrap your cards in it, but when you do your reading, you can take your scarf out or your material out, spread it down, and you've got somewhere safe and dry and clean to lay your cards. Well, thank you for joining me. That was so much fun. If you want to go to lesson 2 when we will actually be doing the reading, the link will be below. If you would like your free printout tarot meaning, the link will be below as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you've liked this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment.